shores of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Play fake, Williams. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Williams on the play fake. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Williams. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Turning it on. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Red pass, it's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Here's Williams to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Throwing, Williams. He's got him.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. out of the gun, the inside kid. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Huskies have their offense in high gear. Now on the option. The pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Williams, under fire, finds his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Here we go, ready. 22, 22.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's a give to Washington. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams bringing the heat, and it's a sack.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last two drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last timeout and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical third down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
They'll send the back in motion. Third down from the gun. Williams finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Might be changing the route. On the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Sowell. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to.
Could be an alley. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To throw, it's Beck. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Going to the run, it's Martin.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. There he goes. Got some room entered to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Finds his man. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's Williams to throw. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Huskies will hustle to the line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Washington. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, Williams. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 16 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Utes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is exactly what this defense needed, man. They needed to start fast. Obviously in a deficit, coming out of the half with energy to get a sack early in the drive, man. Nice response by this defense.
Cradles it at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Williams. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Williams will pass. And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point was good. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quarterback making checks. Williams. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Motion from the back. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Williams to throw. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines. There's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Williams. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the 1st down and to keep this drive moving. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Williams. Grabbed behind the line, it's Washington. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action with Williams. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Williams to throw for it on 4th. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he got it so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
rookies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams fires to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Do it.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. This is a designed run. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Maybe a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And they turn it into a defensive score. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
And he's going to bring this one out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Oof.